Hong Kong celebrated the 20th anniversary of its return to China this weekend. In London, a traditional Poon Choi lunch was held to mark the occasion in the city's Chinatown. Here's a look.
Poon Choi lunch is a feast of the very best of Chinese cuisine. It's set in a large bowl holding different layers of food. It's also a way of observing the Chinese tradition of paying respects to the elderly, in this case, the older members of London's Chinatown. At the event, dragon and lion dances were performed, and the UK's Minister for International Development attended the opening ceremony. Fei Mingsheng, the counselor and consul general of the Chinese embassy in the UK, said many activities have been held to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return.
在英国的华侨华人对香港、对国家有着非常深厚的感情。
Overseas Chinese in Britain have extremely deep feelings towards Hong Kong and towards China. On the occasion of the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China, they organized a series of events, such as today's Poon Choi lunch, led by London Chinatown Chinese Association.
626 Night Market, the largest night market in the U.S., kicked off on Friday at Santa Anita Park in L.A. The market offers Southern Californians a great place to enjoy the long summer nights. Here's a look.
Located in the 626th area code region of San Gabriel Valley, northeast of Los Angeles, the night market is held monthly during the summer each year. The event features over 200 vendors selling all kinds of food, crafts from Asia, along with art and music performances.
All kinds of things. This was actually a really good dumpling before it was just a salad. But yeah, I'll eat all kinds of Asian foods.
I tried at the Rainbow Unicorn grilled cheese. That was pretty good. And then we tried this orange too, and this is our third thing that we're trying.
It's a great experience. There's a lot around here, a lot of options, and it's really cool.
Since 2012, the event has attracted an unexpectedly large crowd that clogged the streets of Old Town Pasadena. The event has expanded to include the downtown LA night market held by Staples Center and the Orange County night market in Costa Mesa. Now, the night market opens each month for 3 nights during the summer and draws an average of 60,000 visitors.
Summer movie season is in full swing. David Donnell looks at which movies finished in the top 5 this weekend.
Cars 3 downshifted to 5th place, earning $9.5 million. $15.6 million gave Wonder Woman 4th place and a domestic total of $346 million. Transformers: The Last Night fell from 1st to 3rd, taking in $17 million.
You lay down your whole plate. He ain't even listening.
Baby Driver debuted in 2nd place, speeding off with $21 million.
Dance fight!
Despicable Me 3 dominated in its debut. The animated threequel opened with $75.4 million, less than expected, but easily enough to win the weekend.
Greece is facing its first heat wave of the summer. Local meteorologists say it will be recorded as the worst of the past decade.
Greece National Meteorological Agency EMY said temperatures have soared since Thursday, reaching up to 42 degrees Celsius in Athens and other parts of the mainland on Friday and Saturday. Experts forecast that on Sunday, temperatures would hit 43 degrees Celsius before coming back down to 35 degrees Celsius on Monday. EMY scientists say this week's heat wave is the worst since 2007, when temperatures hit 46.5 degrees Celsius in the city of Elefsina, 20 kilometers southwest of Athens. Authorities advise people to avoid heat and sun exposure, especially those with health issues, the elderly, and children. With temperatures surging, locals and tourists are looking for ways to cool off.
Whenever we can, we come here mainly as weekends. At home with air conditioning, there is no relief. We can't sleep. It is very difficult. I stay at home until 5 in the afternoon, and then I come here. I see it's okay. We play cards, and when I get uncomfortable, I take a dive. That's it.
Eddie T, a migrant working in the country, also looks for ways to cool off at Vassalakia Beach near Athens.
Whenever I can leave work, we take a break for a while here because the situation is difficult. I hope that it will last only for a few days and no more, because I do not know what will happen.
According to the National Observatory of Athens, summers over the last 16 years have been hotter than those recorded between 1961 and 1990 by up to 3 degrees Celsius.
A breath away from Athens, 80 kilometers southwest of the Greek capital, the seaside of Corinth Gulf has been for several decades a popular holiday destination who seeks to take a dive in history. Among all the events, the sea and the therapeutic waters of the natural thermal springs at the foot of Gerneia mountain range are the most popular.
Amidst the acute debt crisis which has hit Greece since 2009, local authorities have stepped up efforts to modernize and upgrade their unique tourism product. They were seeking to attract more visitors from across the world, focusing on their comparative advantages, such as the centuries-old tradition in thermalism.
The name Loutraki is a direct reference to thermalism. From antiquity, our hot springs and healing benefits of the water had been a trademark of the region.
The city was famous for its water of life, also during the Roman period. In the 19th century, Loutraki became well known again for its healing waters. It was one of the first thermalism destinations in the newly founded Greek state. The well-preserved old building of the Loutraki Thermal Spa dates back to the early 20th century. The construction of the modern wing was completed in 2010 with EU and local administration funds.
We attempted to develop what we had and expand from the therapeutic spas to wellness in order to attract more people to modern facilities. We constantly try to update the services offered.
Currently, Loutraki Thermal Spa covers 5,000 square meters and includes 2 indoor heated pools with waterfalls and jet hydro massaging. There is an easy access for the disabled. Medical advice and information on water properties are provided by health experts, as well as drinking therapy, mud therapy, and beauty treatment sessions. About 50,000 people visit the spa each year. The municipality aims to attract more tourists from the U.S., China, and Australia.
Certainly, we suggest to Chinese tourists visit Greece to make a stop in our city, which has to offer unique experience in Greece.
Chinese people love Greece and its history, and vice versa, and have a spa culture. They know the benefits of thermal spa.
Before or after bathing in Loutraki's water of life, tourists can also drink it free of charge at the municipal thermal spring building a few hundred meters further on the bridgefront. Its interior is decorated with impressive mosaics inspired by the ancient Greek mythology. Tourists also have the option of cooling off at the crystal clear waters of the blue flag-water beach and nearby Volyak-Mani Lake. Otherwise, they can take a dive in history visiting archaeological sites.
The first Asian festival has been held in Bulgaria, Sofia, with the aim of showing culture and history unknown to many local citizens.
The festival was organized by the joint efforts of the embassies of 12 countries, including China, India, Iran, Syria, Thailand, Japan, and others, with the support of Bulgarian ministries of foreign affairs and tourism and Sofia municipality. The event, themed Asia Close Up, allowed visitors to enjoy culinary experiences as well as musical and dance performances. During the 10-hour event, the host embassies provided calligraphy and arts workshops as well as children's games. Bulgaria's vice president opened the event, saying it was a great feast showing the magic of Asia. She said the festival demonstrated the diversity and uniqueness of each of the 12 countries and regions, and also the spirit of each of them. Organizers said the Asian Festival was to introduce the rich Asian culture to Bulgaria and hopefully open new trade opportunities.
National Paddy Day was celebrated in Nepal, marking the start of the rice crop planting season in paddy fields across the country.
We are in a rice field in the outskirts of Kathmandu Valley, where you can see the women farmers planting the rice saplings. Since today is National Paddy Day, women farmers gather and plant the saplings in joy by splashing mud with each other and singing the traditional folk song.
Every year, the 15th day of the month, Asad, is celebrated as the National Paddy Day. Farmers work on their farms from early morning. This is when paddy seedlings are planted and the monsoon begins. During the festival, people also eat flattened rice, thought to bring power and good luck. Women also dress in traditional clothes to dance and sing songs while planting the rice. Children help alongside to plant rice seedlings.
We gather and plant rice samplings in the month of Asad and invite others to have a feast of curd and beaten rice. In the recent years, rainfall is quite low, but we are managing sufficient water for crops anyhow. We are celebrating National Paddy Day by planting paddy. We also eat curd and beaten rice today, which can provide energy to be more active while farming.
The Ministry of Agriculture Development said paddy plantation has already been carried out in the country's 1.42 hectares of rice fields. This contributes around 18% of the total agriculture GDP and 4.5% of the country's economy. This year, the country may see remarkable paddy plantation if the current rainfall continues. Farmers, too, are hopeful that the yield will be higher, meaning their livelihood can be maintained for a whole year.
Our main occupation is agriculture. We grow seasonal vegetables and produce barley and rice. The produced crops are not just for family use, but we also sell them. This year, monsoon has been delayed, but hope the production will be good.
Now to Varadero in Cuba. Lifestyles takes you now to one of Cuba's most popular tourism destinations.
Clear blue waters and a growing hotel infrastructure have turned Varadero Beach into Cuba's most popular tourism hotspot. The beautiful beach resort, 141 kilometers east of Havana, welcomed some 500,000 foreign visitors in the last high season between November and May. Many were from Canada, Germany, Russia, Italy, and France. The new figures were a 4% increase year-on-year. The Long Beach, famous for its fine sand, is the main attraction for those staying at one of Varadero's 57 hotels.
It's a real paradise, beautiful. The beach is amazing. The people are very hospitable.
Brazilian visitor Apolonio da Costa was traveling with his wife, Carla Mello. After doing an aerobic session along the shore, Apolonio said Varadero is a place worth a revisit.
Varadero for me is the most beautiful beach I have ever seen. Of all the ones I met, she is the prettiest.
The Cuban government estimates some 1.5 million visitors will spend their vacations in Varadero this year. The 9th Varadero Gourmet Festival also attracted delegates from 16 countries. Tourism Minister Manuel Marrero addressed the opening ceremony with optimism.
This conviction that development tourism is an engine that revolutionizes the entire economy of the country. So far, this year, we are growing in relation to the previous year by 20%. We are going to surpass the 4 million that we reached the previous year.
The Cuban government is seizing the country's tourism potential, proposing an ambitious program of tourism development by 2030. This includes the construction of 224 hotels. Varadero is playing a significant role in that project, with 4 new hotels, an international 18-hole golf course, and a beer factory, all to be built in the future. Also known as the Blue Beach, Varadero is considered one of the 10 most beautiful beaches on the planet. Cuba is now aiming to attract even more tourists to come and enjoy its natural beauty.
While building Rome's third metro line, archaeologists found a 3rd century house destroyed by fire but well preserved, complete with a central heating system, beams, and even the bones of a dog.
Scratch the surface in Rome and you find history. It's an archaeologist's paradise, but for officials overseeing the long-delayed construction of the city's newest subway line, Line C or Linea C, Rome's embarrassment of ancient riches is a curse that keeps on giving. While digging a shaft for the subway's tunnel near the Colosseum late last year, workers uncovered what appear to be the charred remains of a luxurious home, complete with central heating, dating back 1,800 years.
C'è stata una straordinaria situazione che ha fatto sì che il crollo.
It's an extraordinary situation, Rome's archaeological superintendent Francesco Prospetti tells me.
Il materiale.
Collapse of the ceiling sealed everything inside. It was carbonized without being burned. It's unique in Rome.
Assolutamente unica per Roma.
The ceiling's wooden beams, which would have decayed to dust, have been preserved. There are no human remains, but archaeologists did find the bones of a dog who wouldn't or couldn't flee the flames.
Questo povero cane stava durante l'incendio si è trovato nella stanza.
This poor dog was already in the room during the fire, says archaeologist Simona Moretta. We found ashes under its paws. Probably part of the burning ceiling fell on it, and there it was stuck and died. Construction on Linea C didn't begin until 2007, and since then work has been delayed by one archaeological discovery after another. This is the challenge of trying to make life modern in an ancient city like Rome. No matter where you dig, you're almost certain to find something. Rome wasn't built in a day, and its newest subway line won't be completed in a decade, maybe not even two. The future will have to wait as the past is uncovered.
Apart from many of the natural landscapes and beautiful sceneries, glaciers are considered as one of the unique views in Qinghai, Tibet Plateau. An exhibition team had settled a camp at the foot of one of the glaciers on Tangula Pass. Their purpose is not only to admire the nature, but also to learn from it. Lifestyle takes you to the expedition.
32 scientists have settled their camp at an altitude of more than 5,200 meters. The thin air and extreme conditions made their research even more challenging. Even in summer, the temperature at night could drop below zero.
Summer has already set in, and the best time to carry out an expedition on glaciers is in spring and autumn, because as frozen earth is melting in summer, transportation here will be even more difficult, and 3 of our cars have got sunk on the way.
The team has been taking advantage of the nature, fetching water directly from the glaciers for their meals.
Here is the kitchen, and every day we prepare 4 dishes, 1 soup, rice and food made of flour.
After every meal, the team will check their equipment for field studies.
We have lots of equipment, such as ice axes, crampons, mountaineering jackets, and so on.
The research will be carried out in 3 locations. Through the systematic study of the glaciers, scientists aim to find out the chronic evolution of the glaciers for the last 50 years. They will also keep record of the changes in temperature and precipitation around the areas, and to observe the interaction between glaciers and rivers and lakes.
Our main purpose here is to drill some parts of glaciers in order to get some useful data for research. We can start to gain more knowledge of the climate change during the past decades and the forming process of the glaciers.
The study of the expedition is going to provide database for further studies on climate change and related scientific research.
Madame Butterfly, one of the world's classic operas, is being performed in Madrid's historic Teatro Real. Here's a look.
Madame Butterfly, the tragic Cho-Cho-san, is starred by He Hui, a world-renowned operatic soprano from China. He Hui has already played the role for 153 times in different versions.
I did many times this role, but every time I would like to give something new, something from my heart, the big emotion for the audience. So this time in Madrid is very special because it's my first time in Madrid.
Madame Butterfly tells a tragic love story of Cao-San, a 15-year-old geisha who madly falls in love with an American captain and devotes everything she could, but to be abandoned at the end. He explains the story gives an insight into female mentality with cultural values from both Eastern and Western.
For me, it's very easy to understand what is story because our culture is Japanese and Chinese very, very close, and our culture is the woman love a man for all the life, only one man for all the life, and she is so pure. She is so, and at the end she decided to kill herself. Because she cannot live without love.
In her 19 years of opera singing, He said opera is an art form that everyone can understand.
I think the opera is the one language for all of the world. And because the emotion, the heart, the love, the hate, all the people have the same feeling. So that opera can have as a bridge to the Western culture and Eastern culture. And opera is not only for Italian people, not only for American, not only for Spain, not only for Chinese, it's for all of the world, the people. And this is a great art that we are served to give the people the big emotion.
云天无际，承载梦想。中国南方航空是中国运输飞机最多、航线网络最发达、年客运量最大的航空公司。亚洲第一，全球第三，是南航缔造的业界奇迹。蓝天壮志情，云海谱华章。
专业的团队，丰厚的经验。
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Lake Cook Law Group.
投资理财、法律咨询，芝加哥专业律师团队为您的梦想提供最安全的保障。
同心地产，芝加哥最大的华人中介团队，无论是家居或是商业地产，给你带来全方位的最佳服务。
This is Little Chinese Channel, 小小中文 Lesson 32. In this lesson, we will be learning these 6 Chinese characters. From the last lesson, we learned the character Jing. If we put a dot on the bottom, this character is Ling. Ling. Ling means order or command. 命令 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 means order or command. Ling is part of these 2 characters. Time for a new character. What's this? Jing, jing, jing means a unit of weight. That is 0.5 kilograms. 两斤, 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 两斤 is equal to 1 kilogram. If we take the vertical stroke out and put in 8코 from lesson 13, it turns into ho, 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 means rear. 后面,后面,后面,后面 means rear. 后灯,后灯,后灯,后灯 is rear lights. Time for a new road character. Have a R from lesson 1 and 3 dots. What's this? 立,立,立 means to stand. 站立,站立,站立,站立 means to be standing. If we put in a 十 that we learned from lesson 1 at the bottom, this character is 辛,辛,辛 means hardworking. 辛苦,辛苦,辛苦,辛苦 means hardworking. We take this out, the shirt out, and place a from lesson 22. This character is 音,音,音 means sound. 声音,声音,声音,声音 means sound. 音乐,音乐,音乐,音乐 means music. Okay, it's time to write. Remember when you're writing to follow the stroke sequence. Li, 金 后 力 心 音